Namaste. My name is Manisha Singh, Assistant Professor in Department of Food and Biotechnology under Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Sciences in Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am teaching you subject Food Safety and Quality Control for class DET FBT 6th semester. In today's session, we will discuss all about the sensory evaluation of food by the subjective method. Okay, what is subjective method? In this, basically, we are doing the sensory analysis by the human being. Okay, there is no use of any instrument as well. Okay, so let's begin with the topic. What is sensory analysis? Okay, so sensory evaluation has been defined as a scientific discipline used to evaluate, measure, analyze, and interpret reactions to those properties of foods and materials as they are perceived by the senses of sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing. So, four variables affect sensory evaluation, and the people, the food, and the testing environment and the test method used. So, these are the factors which affect the sensory evaluation. Now, what are the different objectives of the sensory evaluation? So, different components which form a foundation for an effective sensory evaluation program are approved goals and objectives. While well-defined program strategy, professional staff, suitable test facilities, and qualified test subjects. So the objectives of the sensory evaluation are as under the to study the sensory evaluation of the dairy products for use of research, to provide useful and timely information and recommendation about the sensory evaluation of any food product, then to develop methods and procedures relating to the sensory and analytical information for the use in research, quality control, and quality assurance, to demonstrate the methods used for the sensory evaluation of dairy products, to describe the correct procedures for sensory evaluation of dairy products, to maintain the awareness of new product development in product evaluation and their application, and to find out the most cost effective and efficient method to obtain more sensory information. Okay, so in this table, you are seeing like uh, intrinsic and extrinsic sensory attributes of the food products. So intrinsic are the appearance, color, shape, size, aroma, texture, and taste. Okay, so these all are the intrinsic factors. Okay, and extrinsic are the price, brand name, familiarity, label, packaging design, advertisement, nutritional information, and country in which it is originated, store name, and convenience to use. Okay, so there are so many tests used for the sensory evaluation by the subjective method. So number one is the single test. So in this test, in this type of test is used to test acceptability and to aid in the decision on the future development of the food product. Paired comparison test is basically a difference test in which a specific characteristic is to be evaluated in the two samples, and the sample with the greater level of the characteristic is to be identified. Then duo-trio test is basically a difference test in which two samples are judged against a control to determine the test which of the two samples is different from the control. Okay, then we have the triangle test and difference test in which three samples of which the two are the same and the odd sample is to be identified, and rank order is the preference or the difference test in which all the samples are ranked in order of the intensity of the specific characteristics. Descriptive test is basically the use of key or descriptive words in sensory evaluation to characterize the food samples. Next, we have the profiling, and in which it is a very detailed word description like texture profiling or flavor profiling or the characteristics such as chewiness, adhesiveness, and hardness. So, in the profiling, we are basically doing the texture and the flavor profiling only. Then we have the descriptive scale. It uses an array of words describing a range of intensity of a single characteristic, such as surface color of a cake can be described as a pale, slightly brown, pleasing golden brown, dark brown, burnt, etc. So the scales can be designed with an odd number of points, usually 5 or 9 point scales. And the above example is that of a 5-point rating scale. Next, we have the hedonic scale, and hedonic rating range from unacceptable to very acceptable is relatively easy to construct and is effective when the desirable and undesirable characteristics of the few samples are taken into the account. And the 9-point hedonic scale can be described as number one is like extremely. Sorry, it is basically 9 to 1 is the counting. So 9 means like extremely, 8 means dislike, like very much, 7 means like moderately, 6 means like slightly, 5 is neither like nor dislike, then 6 is the like dislike slightly, and for 7 it is dislike moderately, 8 is for like dislike very much, and 9 is for sorry and 1 is for dislike extremely. So there is a reverse counting. Okay, 9 is for like extremely and 1 is for dislike extremely. Okay, next we have the smiley scale, and this is a sequential series of very happy and continuing through to a very unhappy faces used in evaluating the food products when respondents are unable to use the language easily. So the evaluation of the food requires a careful analysis of the ways of assessing the food and properties of the food and the techniques for measuring these characteristics. Sensory evaluation gives the guidelines for the preparation and serving of the samples under the controlled conditions so that the biasing factors are minimized. Okay, so for sensory analysis, there are proper sensory lab in which there are cabins. The analyst or the trained panelist wants to sit on the table and just taste the food product, and after tasting write the mark on the performer and giving their marks or remarks to that particular food product. Okay, and after every bite he or she wants to rinse their mouth with the water, so that there is no aftertaste of that food product and will not affect the taste of the uh, preceding food product. Okay, so these are some points which are needs to be taken in your mind when we are doing the sensory analysis of the food product. Okay, now we are studying about the sensitivity test. It is basically a type of test of the sensory analysis. Okay, so these are the types of the sensory testing. Number one is the difference test. Number two is the rating test. Number three is the sensitivity test. And number four is the descriptive test. Under the difference test, there are paired comparison test, duo trio test, and triangle test. And rating test accumulates the rating ranking test, single sample test, two sample difference test, multiple sample difference test, hedonic rating test, and numerical scoring test, and composite scoring test. In this session, we will discuss all about the sensitivity test, and which includes the sensitivity threshold test, dilution, and dilution test. So the sensitivity tests are basically done to assess the ability of the individual to detect the different taste, odor, and feel the specific factors like the hotness. Okay, so these tests are used to select and train the panel members for evaluating the quality of the food product containing the spices, salt, and sugar. And for example, the spices, salt, and sugar in the tomato ketchups or the in the sauces. So the test name is dilution test. These tests are designated to establish the smallest amount of an unknown material developed as a substitute for a standard product. And the quality of the test material is represented by the dilution number. The bigger the dilution number, the better is the quality of the test material. Okay. This is the sensitivity threshold test performer, in which you have to write your name, date, and use these following intensity scale, which means 0 is for the none or the taste of the pure water, and question mark is for different from water but taste quality not identifiable. X is for threshold, very weak. Then 1 is for weak, 2 is for medium, 3 is for strong, and 4 is for very strong, and 5 is for extremely strong. So there are the set number, and you have to give your sample number, sample name, and always remember, don't write exact name of that sample. You have to give some code for your sample. So in this there are 5 samples, so you have 5 codes on these, on the plate. Okay, always write clearly about the sample code so that there is no confusion about the food product during the sensory evaluation. Then there is a description of the taste and the feeling factor. So you have to mention these from 0 to 5, and then you will take the sensory performer from the panelist, and then calculate your answers. According to that, the sensitivity threshold value you will get. Okay, next is the threshold and sensitivity analysis is an important area of consumer and sensory research. Threshold is often thought of as the stimulus intensity, and that defines the lower limit of the sensitivity of the sensory system. Okay, so this is all about the sensitivity test. From this session, questions may be asked like what is the use of sensory analysis? Why do we do the subjective sensory analysis? How many types of subjective sensory analysis are there? How many types of tests are there? And explain the sensitivity test in detail, and write a short note on the sensory analysis. So likewise, questions will be asked in your final exams, and in your entrance exams, questions may be asked like, so there are 3 samples in which 2 are identical to each other and 1 is odd. So identify odd one. So you have to answer it like which test it is. Okay. So likewise, questions will be asked in your final entrance exams. So prepare accordingly. Thank you so much for watching this session.